Good afternoon and good evening. Welcome back to Amazing ATS. How are you guys doing? It's been a little bit since we've been here. Give me one moment here. I got a little frog in my throat. All right, hopefully that solves it. You can probably still hear it. So I do want to thank you for coming back to the streams. Randy, Anthony, Breton, Rizm, David, Jim, Treehouse, DeAndre, great to see you guys here so early. And yes, Louisiana did release earlier today. Now, I do have the Cruising Louisiana event already done. We are looking at the skin as a reward for completing your personal goal. So we're going to be cruising around Louisiana today, of course, but we're more than likely not going to be leaving the state, but we're going to be taking our time and taking a look at some things. And right now I am sitting here just outside of Lafayette, Louisiana. And the reason why I'm here, you got it, Avery Island. We are going down to the Tabasco factory. And the truck on the screen, Kenworth T680. Underneath the hood, a Cummins X15, 565 horsepower, sounds from Slabjory, and a 13-speed transmission. So without any further waiting, let's go ahead and climb in the truck and get moving down to the Tabasco factory. And the extra sounds that you guys are hearing is Zmods did update his, not everything, but some of the stuff for the changes that happened in Fmod in 156. So we've got the Kenworth interior pack that we are running today. Hey James, how's it going? And yes, my trailer tandems are all the way back currently. We will take care of that once we get loaded. But going around Avery Island, though, we are going to be dropping the trailer. I'm not going to be lugging this all over the place because there is a hidden road in there. From what I've seen, I did not see every bit of that. So we're going to explore that too. I have no idea, Treehouse. Where would it be located at? Well, they do have Lake Pontchartrain, and you can drive on the causeway. That I do know is in there. Echo check works. Alright, so if you're talking about the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway, it is in the game. Yeah, it's in there. We'll try to get across that today too. I can't make any guarantees. It all depends on where the external contracts are going to go. And the reason I'm going to be doing external is I can keep myself inside Louisiana. Even though I'm running a owned trailer behind us, we've got the external market. As far as I know, the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway is the longest bridge over water. Whoop, sorry, my bad on that. Now, one thing I am going to do here is they said 11 cities in Louisiana. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there is 11 cities. But one thing that we take a look at here, in order to complete the cruising event, it's only 2 and or from 10 of them. And so definitely SES seems to be making the achievements easier and also the cruising event, at least on this one. We'll see what happens with the Christmas event once that starts later this month. So I really have not explored Louisiana as of yet. I just basically did the cruising event. So this is where the exploration comes in tonight. And look at that, the radar sensors are going crazy. Oh, that's a mod that I'm running, Randy. I think that, which one is it? There is a mod. It's the one by, train mod by Trucker Kid is what makes some of the trains longer. Not all of them, but some of them. And no, that is not Huma. It is Houma, Louisiana. H-O-U is Houma. And also, one thing that I did not do here with 157 is I am not running HDR. The reason for that, Snowy Moon does not work with HDR, so we're still on SDR. What I may do for Sunday, and based on what you said, Randy, in Discord, is we can disable Snowy Moon. We're going to reset all of our NVIDIA settings, and then we will set up HDR and also go through the brightness setup in the game. Now, one thing that I can do is I can disable Snowy Moon right through their menu up here, and then we can go through and set up HDR. That's if we want to. Uh-oh, there's a car in the way in front of us. That's why the gates are not dropping. Is he still going to blast through the intersection? Yes, he is. Now that the car moves, the gates come down. And it's even worse that I have a stretched out 53 footer too. So I'm actually kind of thinking here. What we're going to, I have MLH disabled currently. So this is a flavor fair that we're going down here for the Tabasco factory. The only way to turn that into Tabasco is to make a map mod and go in and change all the signage that way, because if you do it through MLH, it's just going to be whatever company that he has Flavor Fair set to.
You have arrived at your destination.
And now the Tabasco brand is owned by McElhenney, if I'm saying that name properly, and they literally first settled Avery Island back in the 1800s. Oh, I can't either. I can do Frank's, but I mellow it out with butter. Alright, what I am doing here is I'm just sliding the tandems back. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and drop the trailer right here. Let's go ahead and do some exploring before we actually do our first run. Alright, so there's two things here. We got the viewpoint over there, and then we've also got a photo trophy. We're going to hit up the viewpoint, then we'll capture the photo. And look at that, golf carts. Yeah, that's the founding right there, 1868. And literally, I think Blinkit took them like 3 to 5 years to get the first batch of Tabasco out when they first started making it, because they did have to ferment. And ferment can take a little bit of time to take place. And that's the same kind of thing with the Worcestershire sauce. And that takes years to ferment. That's all I need for that, just so it's in the photo. Alright, we're going to come up here. We're going to go on the backside here. I believe the hidden road is on the other side of the island here, though. I believe. And I would love to do it, Rhythm, but I know I am not the greatest with hot. And I'm sure on that tour you can just smell the heat. So that probably will not go over with my stomach very well. I'm kind of like Randy. I can do mild. Beyond that, no. Phantom Tiger, how's it going today? Welcome. Yeah, some mild, quote-unquote, mild sauce is not very mild at all. That hidden road has to be up here because that's where we're gonna load at once we go through here. 2 words: Taco Bell. Oh, that just goes to the lake there. Okay, where's the hidden road at? Because I swore there was one in here. No, you guys just did not see me put the truck into reverse and stall it. Nope, wasn't me. There we are. It's on the other side of the road. Oh, we found it. And I would absolutely enjoy it. Do they give you something for those who have stomach issues with heat? Oh, by the way, since we're in here, we got to name the gators. I believe there was a sign here that says don't feed them, too. Yeah, there we go. Do not feed them. I was just about to say that, Randy. Give it a little bit of an electric car diddle and Bill and Ted. Hey, Big Dub. And if you thought the Northern California sequoias were big round, that thing there is huge. And one thing that I hope we hit it today, because I ran across 2 of these earlier. There are open grate bridges in Louisiana. Guess who added sounds to them? Yep, the open grate bridges have sounds. And it looks like this just all loops back around to exactly where we came in at. So we're, I'm not going to hit that. But this right here, this is not native to Avery Island. This was done by the mapper. And these are like Japanese blossoms. Yeah, please keep the conversation going, because I have not had a little bit of a nap today like I normally do, and I don't want to fall asleep on you guys. Because if I fall asleep, guess what? Accident. Oh, it took me 3 days to clean out my driveway once I got home on Sunday. And there's a big old drift, probably like 10 feet in front of our garage door. And I didn't even bother doing that. On Monday, I cleaned it out with the snowblower, covered it in ice. Went out Tuesday, cleaned it up some more and threw down salt. And then Wednesday, I went out and chipped away at all the ice that was still left in the driveway. Now it's all nice and clean. Maybe like 3 inches at max. Alright, so apparently they added a jalapeno sauce load from Flavor Fair here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see this, but we're going to find out. Alright, and we are going to external market since we have our own trailer. We are staying in Louisiana, of course, so all this is going to be out. So we have very limited loads that we can do here. So there is basically no hot sauce. We are already in Lafayette, so let's go up to Natchitoches, if I'm even saying that properly, with a load of packaged food. As far as I know, there are logging jobs here in Louisiana.
Navigation resumed. Navigation resumed. Please proceed to the highlighted route.
And since this is World of Trucks today, we are going to keep this daylight pretty much the entire stream.
In 650 feet, turn right.
What state is that, Phantom? They'll do Minnesota probably a lot quicker than what you think. So right now, my guess is we've got Illinois in production and South Dakota. The team from Louisiana, British Columbia is going to be another map team. So I'm going to be mentioning here probably we're either going to be going to North Dakota with the team from Louisiana, or they may go right north. Or excuse me, not north. Maybe Indiana. But I can't see them moving to Indiana, though. I could see them definitely doing North Dakota. It's going to take them a little bit to get to the Buckeye. About 2 to 3 inches, DeAndre. Oh, David asked how much snow. Duh. Learn to read, Coda. Yeah, now I did not mind Iowa, which is where I live at. I was just dejected by the fact they left out the entire southwest corner. Now, I've heard comments, though, that New Orleans, if you want to say it properly, New Orleans, is a lot smaller than what it should be. I've heard people make that complaint. Hey, Omar, how's it going today? Yeah, Nolans. If you want to be a true Louisianan, you say Nolans. Natchitoches is how you say where we're going? And I'm used to like Nagadoches in Texas, so I kind of pronounce that the same way. If that is Natchitoches, then perfect. I know how to say it now. Alright, and the AI is impeccably stupid. Way to go there, Martin. And Schneider, you better not even think about going. You know, one depot that I kind of thought was going to be in here, and I don't think I've seen it, is Fishtail Foods. And I will say, when I was a greenhorn with my trucking, this was like my first trucking job right out of school. I was with a trainer, of course, in a W900, and guess where we got sent to? Yep, Houma, Louisiana. Now, we're talking like the mid-90s. Truck did not have air conditioning. It was like, needless to say, I don't think I slept a wink that night because it was so stinking hot and muggy. I've been to New York City once within a truck. never want to go back. Now, I wonder, on the strip here, there are the reflectors. Do we actually feel them? Yes, we do. Now, one thing from all my running around that I did already in the state, I don't think I ever crossed a way station. Yeah, I totally get that. I mean, and then there was that video several weeks ago, I'm not going to mention the creator, mentioning that ATS has a map scale problem. No, they don't. Now, granted, yes, things are going to be a little bit tighter, especially when you get to the Boston, New York City, Philadelphia, Baltimore, DC area. I mean, could they change the scale like they do here in the cities, where they do it 1 to 3 and have that big old area at 1 to 3? They probably could. But that video literally blew everything way out of proportion, and it's just one person who had them create and help make that video just to throw trash at SCS. Uh-oh, we're gonna get sandwiched. Totally not my fault, you idiot. That was the truck driver's fault, not me. So, Rhythm, like you said, you say this as Nakatish?
Keep to the right, and then take the exit on the right. Keep to the right, and then turn right.
I think we got another tight turn coming up here, too. None, actually. There's probably less than 1%. That's why it still shows as 0.
In 650 feet, turn left. Turn left, and then turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
Yeah, been to one venture, you've been to them all, because it's literally the same prefab all over the map. This is where SES needs work at. Now, this is constructive criticism. Yes, you can keep the same companies, but give them a different design. Not every single company across the globe is going to have the exact same building model in every single city. Whoops. Coda, I am an idiot. Because guess who forgot how to back in the couple of weeks he was away? Yep, yours truly. Alright, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull right out of the same company here, because I kind of want to get down into here, whether it's Homa, Orleans, Baton Rouge, or even go down to Port Fortune. And I know I just said that name improper, but whatever. There we go. New Orleans. Let's go ahead and go there. Take a load of beverages down to the rail company. Now, granted, yes, we go back down the exact same way, but we also hit Interstate 10, I believe, here. So, yeah, we're doing it.
Please proceed to the highlighted route. Please proceed to the highlighted route. Keep to the left, and then turn left.
I seen one of those guys there. We didn't get much snow on Saturday, probably about the last hour and a half before we stopped in Danville, Illinois. But leaving on Sunday, we saw one of those DOT food trucks in the median of the interstate because apparently someone was driving like an idiot when the roads were icy.
Keep to the left, and then turn left.
Now, when it gets a little bit later here, it's just 7 p.m., probably more towards 9. Since we're on a world of trucks that I have fatigue disabled, we'll go ahead and switch it to daylight, just because. I don't want to drive through the night and not be able to see anything. Do you guys? Yeah, I didn't think so. Welcome back. You know, I kind of wonder what the toll going across the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway is. As we are just over an hour through today's stream, if you guys are enjoying so far, make sure that you do leave a thumbs up. It tremendously helps with the YouTube algorithm. Appreciate it. Fushan, got it. Thank you again, Rizm. It definitely helps having a Louisiana native here who can help me with pronunciations. Thanks, David. Hope you get better soon. Alright, we need to switch to daylight. Alright, well, we get sunrise at least. Here we go. Interstate 10. We're going to be going eastbound. I speak American. That's the way it always helps.
Keep to the right, and then take the exit on the right.
Now, you just described me in a nutshell, Randy. English, bleep, bleep, bleep. Do you speak it? No, this was not it. Oh, it could be the longest bridge. I mean, not the longest bridge over water. It's not the causeway. And now every time I see this city named Baton Rouge, you know what it reminds me of? The Garth Brooks songs. except we are going east towards New Orleans.
Keep to the right, and then take the exit on the right. Keep to the right, and then turn right.
That be an Amtrak.
In 650 feet, turn right. In 650 feet, turn left. In 650 feet, turn left.
Depending, this is looks like one of the smaller GARCs, or maybe not. Well, yeah, it is. So I'm glad I kind of took the MX optimized hood on this truck. It's a little bit shorter
Arrived at your
wheelbase.
destination.
It's giving us the straight back, which is right over there. Perfect. We get off easy on this one today. I must have hit that trailer on the side of me. Yep, I did. Oops. Bad coda. Alright, we are going to see what is here. I need external market. Okay, what do we got here in NOLA? Because I definitely want to try to get across a steel grate bridge today. I just can't remember where they're at. Okay, we can go down to Homa. That works for me. That's actually right next to where we're at here.
Please proceed to the highlighted route. In 650 feet, turn right. You have arrived at your destination. Please proceed to the highlighted route.
And I'm going to take a look down here because I want to see. All right, I've never... Where was I at? Was it? There's a steel grate bridge down here somewhere. I just not sure. I don't think we're going to hit it on this one as we're going to Ecos. Or Equios, however you want to say that. But if I need to cam around to find a steel grate bridge, we definitely will. All right, what's this icon there? Oh, toll gate. And I don't think that's it down here. Yeah, and this right here is the Port Fourchon ferry. And so there's just one company out here, which is Vortex. Oh, that sounds good, Phantom.
In 650 feet, turn left.
Yes, it is.
In 650 feet, turn
And
left.
it's not just a black screen with a bar. You may be able to skip it, but there is a cutscene that plays when you go across that ferry. Yeah, so kind of like the ferry in Road to the Black Sea. It's very similar to that one, except they say the one here in ATS is better.
Turn left.
Whoops, we need to go this way. There's the New Orleans Superdome right there in front of us. There's actually two of them. There's one here, and then there's another one further up. But the New Orleans Dome is where the Saints do play. The Super Juice Center? Really? I just find that a little hilarious. That would make a whole lot of sense for your driving. Roger that, DeAndre. Thank you for the Smoothie King Center. And I'm going to take a good guess here. That's where the basketball team plays. Oh, you should see. You want to know why we call him the Almighty Smiter? You should see him in our convoys, David. If an AI gets in his way, he punts it. And I'm going to do a little bit of a channel review here. I am one of the few people that I know who stream ATS who does not ask you guys for money. So I have no super chats, no super thanks, no channel memberships. It is absolutely free to be here. I am a family-friendly channel, so there is no profanity whatsoever. If you do want to support the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. And I'm going to thank you in advance if you do. Me, David? Go ahead, sure. Depends on how bad they do it, but normally, if we're talking real life, no. Because you never know what people are going to do, and I definitely don't want to be the cause of a road rage incident or anything, so no, real life, nothing. Just let them go. In the game, if they're close enough, yeah, I'll probably lay on the horn to them.
In 650 feet, turn left.
I don't have any further need for moderators right now, Phantom. I do have 2 of them, and between the both of them, they've got everything covered. And no offense, Phantom, but I don't make random people who watch a moderator. That is pretty bad business. Randy and Bob have been with me for several years. We're talking easily the last 7-8 years. So that is why they are my moderators.
Continue straight, and then turn right. In 650 feet, turn left.
And I totally blew this intersection. That was my bad. Get into the habit of accelerating and you forget you have to make a turn. Oh, it's more so, yeah, being a moderator is probably not easy. And how many times that I've had spammers in here. Now, granted, they
You
don't
are
come in
about to
here
enter
much
danger.
anymore because they're gonna get de-axed right away. But just the bots and everything else that we've had to deal with over the years, it's not glamorous. It's actually a lot of work. All right, I'm just going to do a little look here because if I cut too early, we're going to run into that wall back there, and we're going to the right side of that. So straight back and then cut it. All right, darker pavement there, and we should be good. And this is why I do not like blindside backing because it's a royal pain in the butt. All right, I'm going to take a look at the map here again. Was it around Baton Rouge? I'm trying to think of where a bridge would be that's going to have a steel deck on it. You want to know? We're actually running out of time here. We've got 25 minutes or so here. So one thing I am going to do here specifically is I want to look for a bridge. And it's definitely not going to be on an interstate. I don't believe it's going to be up around Shreveport. Where was one? So just give me a moment here. I'm actually going to cam to Baton Rouge, and we're just going to fly around. And I specifically need a bridge. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, I don't think it's that way, but we'll check. It's a road I was already on, so nothing gray it will have it, but we're going to cam it anyway, just in case. If I see it, we'll drive across it. Guess what? We got a steel deck bridge right here in front of us. I should be streaming on Sunday, yes. Yeah, and you see these types of boats and barges all up and down the Mississippi. In the wider areas, you'll see one boat pushing 3 barges. I mean, they'll be on the middle one, there'll be a barge on each side, all tied together. And one thing about my channel, Phantom, it's not about growing it to be a huge channel to where people are going to like fade in and fade out or whatnot. I am a small community and I like it that way. Am I happy that people have subscribed? Yes, but I do this for fun. I've got a full-time job. I have no reason to ask people for money here on YouTube. I'm small and I like it that way, to be honest. Let's see if this makes noise. A little hard to hear, but it was there. And do I have traffic behind me or not? So I'm going to flip a U-turn here. We're going to go back across that the other way. And I am just going to cam in order to do that because of the traffic. Yeah, good old helicopter sound in a way if you want to know. That's exactly what that sounded like. Alright, and I'm going to pull off the side of the road here because I'm just going to... Where do we want to go? So... Now we know that we've got a open grate bridges do make sound. We have not been northern here, so what do we say we go up to Monroe or Shreveport? And probably it's going to be Shreveport and see if we can get a load going to Monroe. Or even going down to like DeRidder and heading over towards Lake Charles. That may be the better thing there. So we're going to go to DeRidder. And I really don't care that I'm sitting in the middle of the road. External market. There we go. Load of cans down to Lake Charles, picking up at LMX or Eli Max. Works for me.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
Sorry, four-wheeler.
left, and then turn left.
Alright, we have a photo trophy here. What is it? Just that? Really? Whatever. I don't care about the photos that much. I just take them to turn them yellow. And that would definitely be a neat job, to be honest with you. And I know the Mississippi changes so much that these riverboat pilots, they only go a certain distance because of what changes takes place on the river even from one day to the next. They could be different. Now, the deepest parts of the channel where the boats run, probably not so bad, but when you get more towards the shore and whatnot, that's probably where it is.
In 650 feet, turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
Yep, and one thing that I hate doing when backing up is serpentining this like I am now. If you're a decent driver, and I'll be honest, I have been out of the game for so long, my backing game is literally down the toilet. But a true professional driver, they would probably be able to turn this, and even with Redbone sitting there, they'd be able to get into the dock in one shot to where it's taking me too. And one thing that always bugs me about this game, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, is the trailer in real life turns a whole lot quicker than the trailers do here in the game.
Please proceed to the highlighted route.
Oh, absolutely, DeAndre. You have to worry about tide. You have to worry about current.
In 650 feet, turn left.
I mean, was there a storm further north up the river that is going to make the water level higher a certain day compared to the previous day? And And that goes to the part to where I said about riverboat captains only know a certain section of the Mississippi and the Delta region, of course. Well, we're going to find Lake Charles here in just a moment there, Treehouse.
Keep to the left, and then turn left.
Now, if I take this photo again, it's going to replace the one that I did, so we'll do it like that. That's all I need. Now, one thing I do know about Shreveport is you are able to drive through downtown. So I would say they probably did Shreveport pretty good if you can do that. Fast KTM, how's it going today? Welcome. Doing awesome like a possum. Yeah, the train mod, Randy, only affects the train length. Otherwise, it would only be like 6 or 7 cars. Okay, why is that guy facing the wrong way? That's weird. The skin that we're running on the T680 today, if we get a good side view of it, is the reward for cruising Louisiana. And we'll just do it this way and hope I don't crash. So there's 4 different combos from SCS that you can use for this. But of course, you're going to always edit the skin color-wise in the game paint shop. Oh, we saved a fine. But you can do custom colors, whatever you'd like. And it's a really well done paint job. Now the blue on the bottom is not changeable. It's just the top part of the truck. So that lighter bluish gray is what is changeable. My PC specs are listed below along with my sim hardware. They're in the video description here, or the stream description. You know what song has been in my head all day? If anybody guesses this, I'm going to be amazed. Nope, not that one fast. I'm going to tell you it's an older song. It's classic rock. Take care, Dub. No, it has nothing to do with trains. CCR, Born on the Bayou. Hey, Charles, how's it going today? Great song, Fest. Okay, I need over a lane.
Keep to the left, and then turn left. Navigation resumed.
Oh, okay. Well, I was thinking the entrance was down here. This is going to be interesting. Do not do what I'm about to do here.
Navigation
Yeah, I
resumed.
totally screwed that up because guess who's not paying attention? Yep, yours truly.
Keep to the right, and then turn right.
That $1 sign so reminds me of the T-Rexes that you see all over Missouri.
You have arrived at your destination.
Alright, where do they want that? Right there? Okie dokie. Take care, Fest. Alright, this is going to be an interesting back. That's as much as I am going to say. I know how I need to do this, but I just need to get turned around because there's absolutely no room back here. Thankfully, we've got an open slot there on the other side of that trailer to where we can get turned around. Yeah, I didn't do a goal and I got in here like this. That's a miracle. I thought for sure I was going to smack that trailer over there. Alright, and that is all the time that I do have for tonight. I do want to thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy the stream, make sure that you leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down because all feedback is important. If you liked what you saw and you are already not subscribed, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Have a great rest of your Thursdays, and remember, keep that shiny side up, and I'll catch you on the flip-flop.